I'm bad at organization, preparation, and existing in general. And if you're in the same boat, I might have a few helpful add-ons and apps that'll help you out. I'm Abbey Esparza with photomanipulation.com, and today we're dipping our toes into the productivity pool. Because while some people have their stuff together, man, I'm just not one of them. From gathering resources and forgetting about them, or creating mood boards and also forgetting about them, collecting and organizing information for tutorials, especially the bigger courses, a big old dumpster fire of scattered information copy-pasted or bookmarked in random locations. So when I find a tool or system that helps the train stay on the tracks, I get really excited. And sure enough, I have 5 tried and true add-ons / apps that help both productivity and creativity. But first, let me tell you about Neostock, our site made with creative compositors specifically in mind, because, well, that's what we do best. You won't find a ton of smiling women eating salad, but you will find creative assets, epic overlays, and cool people in cool poses doing cool stuff. And all on perfectly neutral backgrounds for easy extraction, as well as pre-extracted assets, because personally, very few things make me happier. All high res, of course, perfect for both professional and personal use. Get this pack and much more at the link down in the description. So I'm going to start things off with the best thing on this list, in my opinion, Pureref. I'm pretty sure Pureref is well known among painters, but photo editors and creative compositors have just as much use for references and mood boards, which is what Pureref is. It's a mood board and reference creator that is super lightweight. It's not going to be fighting Photoshop for much of your computer's resources, because Lord knows it'll lose. And it's effortless to use because you just drag and drop images from anywhere right into it. And I mean anywhere. My favorite thing to do is open my giant inspiration folder, we all have one, in Adobe Bridge, and then scroll and drag and drop the thumbnails, anything that is applicable to this mood board that I'm creating. That's because in Bridge, at least, possibly other places as well, I assume, the thumbnail will drop in at the image's actual size. This includes PSD thumbnails. They drop in at full res, which can be quite big, obviously. You can then resize, rearrange, and even create headers and notes. The images work similar to smart objects in Photoshop, so size an image down and then back up all you want. And when you size an image down, you can still zoom into 100% of its original size, which is so nice. While it technically can be free, please toss them some coin if you can. This is easily a $20 plus app with zero annoying quirks or wonkiness. Workana is a browser tab organizer at its core, as well as a mini productivity hub. Basically, you have a bunch of tabs open, and you need them open often, or at least all together enough to where bookmarking would be annoying. Workana lets you save a group of tabs as workspaces that you name, and then you can further organize them into groups. You can then click back and forth between workspaces instantly, instead of having 3 different windows with 50 tabs open each. This is great for several things: day-to-day life stuff, comparing potential purchases, schoolwork, any general research whatsoever. I use it to keep and hold reference material for tutorials, articles, and courses. When the video or article is done and dusted, the workspace gets deleted. On top of the tabs, you also get a resource dump for docs and images, a notes section, which I love. Everything should have a little notes section, in my opinion. And finally, a task or to-do list section, which is also great. And as it is now, Workana is 100% free. However, I do believe they are getting ready to implement a paid tier, so what's free now may just end up being behind a paid wall in the future. Bringing us to Todoist. Todoist isn't new or exciting, but it also doesn't pop up on many artist must-have lists, so I wanted to mention how I use it. One way outside of general tasks and project management, at least, which is to create lists of image concepts and titles as well as image project lists. I go over this a bit more in my upcoming course. Still, basically, I like to create a list of potential image ideas, whether it's words that I like the sound of or their definition, a line of just descriptive words, maybe lyrics or image title ideas, anything like that. I also like to create projects for bigger images. I jot down details I need to add, redo, or update, as well as just general ideas. Something like add more flies, redo hair, or gold leaf effect. Things I want to remember to add and then can check off as I add them. I mainly do this for more extensive projects, or if a client has an idea with a lot of specific little details that I don't want to forget, I'll do it for that too. Todoist is lightweight, available on both desktop and mobile, and has a pretty decent free tier, though I do personally use Premium since I also use it for organizing other aspects of my life, and I do recommend Premium if you're interested. And doing all of this inside of Todoist sure beats what I used to use, plain old note files. I also really like how Todoist has both List and Trello Kanban board options. That's really what sold Todoist for me. And next we have Noisely. Noisely is mostly a background noise generator. Mix and match sounds, storms, white noise, what have you, to help increase focus and block out the horrible outside world, which are really nice, but I don't use them too often. I personally use it for its productivity timer. Basically, you set a timer, a physical timer, work with 100% concentration for that amount of time, whatever you set, and then take a 5-minute break. Doing that 4 times in a row and then taking a longer 15 to 30-minute break. Rinse and repeat. This takes a big long task like script writing or a 4-hour time-lapse session and makes it much more manageable. You can use any timer. This one just has a few more bells and whistles, and there is another really cute one called Forest where you grow trees as you are productive. Unless you stop the timer, then the tree dies, which is pretty sad. Both of them have very usable free tiers with premium options as well. As a side note on blocking out noise and distraction, I just got a pair of noise-canceling earbuds and they've kind of been a game changer. I got the AirPod Pros on sale. However, I know someone with the non-pros and they love them, and there are tons of really good ones for Android users as well. I just highly recommend some good noise-canceling earbuds or headphones. Bringing us to my last and a bit different add-on, audio blogs. Audio blogs turns an article into mini podcasts, essentially. I'd love to say that I'm just so busy and productive that I just have no time to sit down and read. But for me, it's more of a concentration thing, as well as a general feeling of being overwhelmed with the number of articles I saved to read later, and later just never came. I know the idea of a generated text-to-speech podcast sounds like a living nightmare, but I don't know what crazy technology Audioblog uses because this dude voice sounds like a dude. It has better speech inflection and cadence than I do. Sometimes people say I sound like a speech bot, and I'm trying so hard to fix that, by the way. I promise I'm just that awkward.
Majestic elephants carved from snow-capped peaks, towering colossi formed from historical buildings, and even fantastical cities afloat among the clouds. We hope you enjoy our exclusive interview with Josh Digraph, second prize winner of the Digital Award in the Beautiful Bizarre Art Prize 2020.
Anyway, I really only just started using it, but I really do enjoy it, so I wanted to add it to the list. And that sums up my 5 most used add-ons and extensions that I think can add a little organization to the chaotic life of many artists. I doubt I'm the only mess out there after all. Hopefully, at least. If you want to see me put Pureref to good use and see how it fits in with my dual screen setup, you can check out my Photoshop workspace setup video. I'm Abbey with photomanipulation.com. See you next time.